It's so crucial to remember that simplicity scales. I think whenever we approach the topic of owning and scaling a business, we look at it as this big, hairy, complex thing with multiple variables, a wide variety of factors, and a multitude of things to be considered. And I think the reason why we look at it that way and approach it that way is because it's a big, hairy, complex thing with multiple variables to be considered and a wide variety of factors to be understood. But here's where we make a mistake. We say, oh my gosh, building, scaling, growing a business, it's so complex. And therefore, the how, the way that we do it must be complex as well. And in reality, what the most effective leaders when it comes to scaling that I've observed all know to be true is they have this incredible capacity and ability to say, okay, we know that this is all wildly complex, but our job from a leadership perspective is to exercise the practice of simplification. How do we start to observe what's going on in terms of what's effective, distill patterns out of that are making us effective, not just accidentally, but intentionally, and out of those patterns, define the principles that we want to see reproduced, and then communicate those principles in such a way that they can be adopted and ultimately memorized and taught by others. And the only way that you can possibly transfer transfer information 1 level, 2 level, 3 levels, 4 levels, sometimes upwards of 10 levels down an org chart and have it be maintained is if you make it as simple as possible. This is what I see anytime I work with a leader that has over, 100 to 150 team members working for them, is that they just understand that it's like, if I communicate this in a way it's complex, it may sound nice, but literally it's not going to do anything. Why? Because no one's going to remember it, because complexity doesn't scale. Simplicity scales. And so that's why we need to define the patterns of what is good that's going on, and then simplify, simplify, simplify without losing the heart or the substance of the matter at hand. And so it's just crucial to remember that the process of scaling a business is wildly complex. The means and manner in which you scale a business is always done through uncommon, ruthless simplicity. Let's go.